Hello, YouTube. This is Ryan, aka the Habitual Line Stepper, dropping another video for you. I hope you are at peace. I hope you are preserving your peace. And if you aren't, I'm hoping you're pursuing your peace. I just want to say real quick, take some time off. I don't care how long it is or how much time you need to take, but just take some time for yourself. Take some time to center yourself. Take some time, some quiet time. Organize your thoughts, organize what you want to do. In this world, we seem to just keep rushing, and everything's a go, go, go. And you don't have time to really take into account where you're at, what you need to do, if you're not happy in a situation, how you can get out of it. It's important that you do take this time just for your own mental health, your own peace of mind, to slow things down, really think about situations, if they serve you or not. Are you doing what you need to do in order to do, down the road what you want to do? I believe most of us have a goal to just be at peace at some point and live a nice, relaxing, carefree life. And I know that's harder done, but it does take some centering. It can be accomplished, but it does take some centering, and it does take some better understanding of you and the situation that you are in. Everybody's going to be different. Everybody's going to have their own, path they're going to have to cross. Some's going to be more rocky than the others. But you do have to assess your situation. And the best time to do that is when you make time to do that. If you have leave, take that leave. If you have an hour of quiet time, take an hour of quiet time. If it's 30 minutes, do that. But take some time out just to get your bearings and get your thought processes going. Life, as I said in previous videos, is difficult. It has many moving parts to it. And depending on what's going on in your life, it could be very, very stressful. Very, very hard to find time. But you have to make it. You have to. I mean, it's mandatory. It's not even an option. You have to make time. Because if you keep on going and going and going in the same pace, dealing with the same BS over and over and over again, you're going to run yourself into an early grave. That's for certain. I can't tell you how many times when I was younger, how I used to just stress about things that, that were in that time they seemed like they were a mountain. And then as I got older, more mature, I figured like this: I'm not going to live my life, this precious time that I have on this planet, stressing about things that ultimately don't matter. So I take the time I learned to take the time to sit back and really look at what I was dealing with and what I needed to do, where I was lacking, because there was something that I knew I could do. If that means take a certification course, if that meant getting a degree, if that meant saying goodbye to people, if it meant saying hello to people. I mean, there are many things you can do that's going to assist you in this life, to help get through this life. But it takes time, it takes pondering in order to figure out what that thing is. You do have to sit down and put your brain to work. What can I do? Okay? Even if it's a small thing, what can I do? Take the time. Take the time to relax. Okay? You may not. It may not be something that you really have to really think through. You may just be you may have everything pretty much settled, but still you have all these things going on. Some of you have families. Some of you are very much called upon to do a lot of things in your family. It may be a job, that's basically demands a lot of your time, a lot of your effort. It could be a lot of different things. But you have to take the time to recoup, because if you don't, like I said, you run yourself into the ground. And all for what? If you're the stalwart of your family, if you're the one who makes things go, what good are you if you're in the hospital because your health deteriorated because you didn't take the time out, to relax, maybe hit the gym or hit a nice walk, or change your nutrition or whatever it takes, for you to be, just to be here. So you have to take time. You have to take time off, relax, because everything is not continual. And I know it's not that easy, because again, life be lifing. I mean, things get hard. You have to make money in this world in order to really enjoy this world. That's how it's set up. We didn't make the rules, but we're in the game. And again, you got to prioritize some things. It seems like we prioritize everything else except the thing that's going to keep us here. Starting with the mind. We'll stress about every single thing. We'll even stress about people's other issues because we have friends, and sometimes the friends family want to share their struggles with you, and now some of us will incorporate that, and we'll start making that struggle our own. And next thing you know, we're stressed out about a situation that really doesn't have anything to do with us. You got to prioritize. You have to set a priority list in your head in terms of the thing that is most important. And in my opinion, one of the things that's most important is you sustaining and building yourself. Because at the end of the day, as much as your family love you, as much as your friends may love you, as much as you may be important at the job, when you're no good to anybody when you're gone, and if you're at the job, you'll be replaced, and family will mourn you, and friends will mourn you. But as time goes on, you will become a memory. Do what you need to do here, because you can't help everyone if you're not at 100%. And I'll stand on that. And people can call it whatever you want, selfish or whatever. You have to stand on that. It's hard out here. It's very difficult out here for everybody. And I know some people right now, you're seeing this video and you're like, listen, man, I don't have, what time? What time should I reflect? I got 3 jobs and a wife and kid at home, creditors breathing down my neck, car broken. I get it. I've had stressors in my life. I've had things where I'm like, damn, I can't believe it's this bad. But when I decided, you know what, I'm not gonna drive myself into the ground, because those bills and those stressors are gonna still be there in the morning. I'm gonna take some time out, and I'm gonna, do some self-care, evaluate what needs to go on, because I was determined I'm not living like that. And I would not change my life for no one. Not now. I wouldn't change my life for anyone, because I did take the time to get to know what I need to do and how to do it, so I can eliminate as much stress and create more opportunity for me. And like I said, again, it comes to going through some stressful times and coming to the conclusion, you know what, this can't continue. I will not allow this to continue. I'm gonna do whatever I can in my power to move on and move through this situation, navigate through it, learn some things, find people or information that's going to aid me in this. We live in a day of the internet. More information is going back and forth faster and in more abundance than any other time in this planet. if you put your mind to work, you can get some resources that's going to assist you. It may not necessarily be monetarily, but there's a lot of things out here that could push you in the right direction. A lot of information that'll help you, and you need to seek it out. And then you need to ingest. You need to take it in, and you really need to be able to apply it to your situation. You need to be able to, again, take the time out. If you're dealing with some people in your life who are stressful, and those people, it's hard to cut certain people loose because they've been around. But then you got to really be able to assess: is this person really good for me? Is this person really looking out for my best interest? Because it has to be a two-way street in order for someone to be in your life. It should be a two-way street. You should be getting something from their presence. They should be getting something from your presence. At minimum, you should get peace of mind when you're in the presence of that person. If you're not getting that, you really need to sit down and make a determination whether or not this person deserves to be in my life or not. Because if they're dragging you down right now, you got to say to yourself, you know what? I got to make a move. I can't deal with this. I'm not going to endure this for the rest of my life. I'm stressed out. I'm trying to make it, and this person is stressing me out. Same thing about jobs and careers. There's so much demand and so much, and sometimes you have, people making the calls, and it's to your detriment. And they think that they have you hostage because you need a job, you got a mortgage. If some of you have families, or you got a family, so they kind of hold you hostage. And when you're constantly running on this hamster wheel, you don't see any opportunities because you haven't taken the time to open your eyes and say, hey, there's something better down here. Because, like I said, your focus is constantly on the problems and the issues and the things that you're dealing with on a daily basis, and it's running over and over and over in your head, even when you're asleep, or I should say attempting to sleep. And hell, sometimes even when you sleep, you're dreaming about these situations. I understand. Like I said, I've been there. I've been stressed out. But again, you have to be able to slow it down, and so you can see, okay, this is not sustainable. Okay, I'm gonna wind up, having all kinds of problems if I continue to do the same thing and the same way over and over again. You need clarity. And again, there's so many distractions in this world because there's the political realm, there's the financial realm, there's the social realm, there's the health realm. I mean, there's so many things that's going on. And you're constantly being flooded with all this negativity and all these pressures. That's all you see because it's everywhere. It's all over the place. And especially if you're having a financial struggle as well, because it just makes it worse. Because now it seems like, well, I can't afford to, take a vacation. Or I can't afford to buy my favorite book, or I can't go to my favorite restaurant. So I don't have any release. That's when you have to say, you know what? I gotta slow down. There's got to be more opportunity out here than this. If anything, it's you can eliminate some stuff. Okay, if you can't add stuff that's gonna make it easy, you can eliminate stuff. You can lighten your load. Like I said, you can lighten your load. You can decide, and you know what? I've been killing myself, trying to help make this relationship work, and it's not working. And there's no signs of it working. Because this person's clearly not putting in the work that I'm putting in to make this thing work. And sometimes you have to walk away from that. That's lightening the load. You'll be surprised. I have friends of mine who held on to a relationship just too long. And when they let go, initially, they were hurt because, when you have these relationships, you have this, you romanticize it. You make it more than what it is. But then when you break up and you end that toxic relationship, it's like a weight had been lifted off your chest. Now you can see what other people were trying to tell you about that relationship. Financial worries, eliminate debt. I know it sounds, well, if it was that easy, I would have did that yesterday. And there's nothing in this world that is worth doing that's easy. If you eliminate debt, let's say your job's not paying you what you want. And again, I understand some people are already at the ground level. They have no wiggle room. I'm just giving you this as a template. If you eliminate your need for debt and you eliminate your current debt, it frees you up for a lot of things. Even if the income isn't where you want it to be, eliminating debt is like giving yourself a raise, because that's a whole thing. You don't have to worry about it anymore. Now whatever money you're making is your money. All I'm saying is, take the time to really look at your situation. Take the time to relax, enjoy, even if it's something small. Even if it's something small, a little, Debbie cake, or if it's like, your favorite book, or anything of the sort that's going to give you any kind of peace of mind for any period of time. Do those things. Self-reflection, looking at your situation, saying, you know what, I'm going to start doing this because this is going to help me down the road. It may not show itself now, but down the road, hey, this thing is going to work out. I just got to be consistent in it. And I think that's going to be my next video. I think my next video is going to be consistency. But this one, I'm telling you, take the time to assess what's going on with you, to relax, to do self-care. Don't keep on this hamster wheel where everything is constantly pressurized and you're constantly looking at one thing, or all your negative issues and all the things you're going through. So I'm going to end it here. Love yourself. Pursue peace. Chase peace. Maintain peace. Peace is the goal. Peace is the goal. Let's get it.